in the Bible, Jesus, the character of Jesus in the story, is recorded as saying, "There is none good except God." Someone made a comment on my post this morning about not calling all ultra wealthy people bad or evil. That there's many good philanthropists that share their wealth, right? And I got to thinking about what Jesus said. There is none good and there is none bad. Good and bad are terms by which we create an illusion for ourselves. We're neither good nor bad. But what we are is we are either conscious or unconscious. Right? So I'm going to make a broad, sweeping implication here. And it's not going to look all that well for the wealth hoarders, the ultra rich, those who aspire to become multimillionaires and billionaires, so that you can be a successful player in this game called life, right? The inequality is appalling. So what I'm going to say is, first of all, philanthropists, are they good people? Or do they use their philanthropy to pay off their guilty conscience? Right? What's the percentage that philanthropists give? If there wasn't such an inequality in the economy, where only the rich people can have all the nice things, we wouldn't need their philanthropy, right? So, but because their unconscious conscience is probably screaming from within for the injustice that they are participating in, they're driven to philanthropy to absolve their guilt, their guilty conscience. For surely, what do they give? 10%, which is a drop in the bucket for what they're gaining on the other side of the scale. Every wealth hoarder, every wealth investor is responsible for increasing the poverty in the world. Every wealth investor, ooh, that's a tongue twister. Every wealth investor and hoarder is responsible for spreading homelessness, crime, and poverty, and for increasing the gap of accessibility and affordability. So on the one hand, we have gated communities, and on the other hand, we have the slumlords for the crime segment of society, right? What do you think fuels the crime? It's the inequality. I am holding the rich and wealthy people responsible because you are the only ones who can do something about it. You want to place the burden on the poor? to correct this inequality, think again. That burden belongs on your shoulders. And it's recorded in the cosmic justice, in what we call karma. You are responsible for every investment, for every home you buy. You are assigning at least 10 families to be homeless. Because every purchase, because you want to enrich yourself, every purchase drives the price up for the average person, and it becomes unaffordable. People should not have to work 3 jobs and mortgage their children and grandchildren to be able to acquire a home or a car. Wealth investors are responsible for driving up the prices on commodity goods, on daily necessary things necessary for living, houses, food, a vehicle, transportation. That burden is on your shoulders. We can't place it on the poor, nor can we spiritualize it in a 3D economy that operates under supply and demand laws, right? We can't spiritualize this and say, well, those people are in low vibration. No. The wealthy people are in low vibration, in such an unconsciousness that they're not aware of what they are creating for everyone else, right? You're unaware. And your drive after the 10th house comes from your lower consciousness, from your trauma, from your insecurity, your fear, your sense of scarcity, that there's not enough for you and your family. You're blind. You are unconscious and disconnected from the all, right? There is enough for everybody to live abundant if it wasn't for you wealth hoarders buying everything up, raising the prices on everything because you want a return on your investment, right? Tell me, why do you need 5 houses? Why do you need 10 houses? Why do you need all of that? That's the real question. What lack in your soul are you trying to fill? Yeah. So that's my message, my insight on the ultra rich. The responsibility for the things I mentioned, crime, poverty, addiction, rests on your shoulders. And your little bit of philanthropy isn't going to be enough to absolve you from your guilty conscience. My wish is that you would become aware to the greater reality that you don't have to own everything in this world to ensure your survival and your prosperity. I don't know how you can sleep at night knowing what your involvement is creating for the rest of the world.